Hi, Intuitive viewers. How's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. Got my RBG sweatshirt on today. I'm ready to do some reading. I've been getting lots of requests for different things, so I thought I would jump on today and get some of those questions answered. There's a couple of things. Just a subscriber named Janice. She is in Colorado. She is going through some cancer-related health things that she's still going through testing and things like that. So if you could keep her in your prayers and send her love and light and blessings. And if you're a remote healer, if you want to work with her, like I said, her name's Janice. She's in Colorado, and we wish her well and send her lots and lots of love and light and many, many prayers. I wanted to let you know that my daughter Cassie has done her first screenwriting, and she's going to be directing her first short film. And they're going to be doing a crowdfunding for it soon. But what they're just asking for is if people can go on their Facebook page and just like the poster. They just have a poster. It's not anything to do with money. It's just just to kind of get people interested. So if you can go on, it would be a personal favor to me. But it's on Facebook. I'll put the link below. The movie is Star-Crossed Arcade. It's on Facebook. It has its own page, and all you have to do is just like the poster. Okay. All right. So, one other thing. There is a missing kitty named Grayson. A missing kitty named Grayson. Please pray for his safe return. Okay. Thank you, guys. All right. So here we go. So I'm just going to kind of go down this list of questions that people have. I'm going to do the very best I can. Some of them I've looked at them previously, and just for those of you who don't know, I do a lot of my, I get a lot of my answers from my guides through meditation, through prayer. Sometimes it will take a long time. Sometimes it takes a short time. They seem to know when I'm on with you guys, because they will kind of, give me the information that maybe I haven't been getting, or I haven't gotten as clearly. So I do a lot of reading live. It does seem to help, so I do that. But I do get things previously that I'll kind of throw in as well. So people are just asking me, I think people get discouraged when they see me read and think that this is how it is all the time. It really isn't. It takes me a long time to get information, and you have to be patient. And when I'm getting the information, I may get a word or a picture, and then I tell you what I'm feeling with that. And that's how it kind of goes for me. It's not like someone's just talking in my ear, or it's not that. I wish it were like that. I wish it were just super, super clear. Because that's where mistakes can come in, where you can get things wrong or misunderstand. But like I said, I'll do the best I can to answer all of these questions. And I have a lot to get to, so let me just start by saying this is for entertainment purposes only, because we're going to get into some interesting stuff. The first thing was something I wanted to bring up, was that I keep getting that the U.S. is involved in this stuff in Russia. I feel like I almost want to say funding, but I feel like it's communication, maybe funding, helping with this uprising in Russia. I feel like they want to see Putin gone, and it wouldn't be the first time. Like we've done like a for entertainment purposes only, by the way. Again, it wouldn't be the first time we've done something like this, but it does feel like there is more, we're having more of a part in this than is being projected. I feel like it's kind of behind the scenes. We're with Navalny. So just so you know, that's what I keep getting. I keep getting a lot of action behind the scenes, underground, that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm feeling, pressure, that way. Okay, so somebody wanted me to look at the Hillary Clinton possibly taking a role in the Biden administration. So I keep hearing retired. You put it this way, I don't think knowing how she is, and you guys know how she is too, if she were asked to do something, it might depend on what it was, and she might do it. I feel like she considers herself kind of retired, though. That's what keeps coming across to me. So we'll have to kind of wait and see if she's offered something. But I kind of feel like maybe Biden knows this, it's kind of understood. I do feel like she wants to be involved in, because I just heard funding. So that I think she does want to be involved in any kind of funding of campaigns and that kind of thing, maybe giving speeches or going out on the road, things like that. But I feel like she kind of considers herself retired. I actually am feeling there might be something with Bill Clinton with his health, and maybe that's why. I don't feel like anything's imminent, but I feel like maybe there might be some health things going on there. So I feel like that might be part of it. So that's what I'm seeing for her. So I don't think it's out of the question, but I feel like it's kind of like it's understood she's kind of retired or semi-retired. Okay. All right. Somebody wanted me to look at, so actually, I think I might keep a couple of these. They're not to do, I think I might do this as just all politics and then do another video that's not politics, but that is some other like spiritual questions. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm just thinking out loud. Okay. All right. So somebody asked the future of the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. And this is going to be like just an overall. Obviously, I can't get into every single specific, but I'm just going to ask for an overall. Interesting. I just heard for the Democrats, I heard melting pot. I feel like they're really going to do a lot of outreach for African American, a lot of immigrants and people that have felt left out of the process in the past. And clearly the African American vote was, huge this time for Democrats. We owe them everything. It's like, thank you a million times. Thank you. It was clear that the African American community was front and center in this win for the Democrats. So, but I feel like there's going to be a real effort to fix problems in those communities and also to bring them into the fold. Because they're saying like a melting pot. They want it to be like all colors, all, persuasions, all religions, they want it to be, that's what they want the Democrat, that's the idea they have for the Democratic Party. Everybody's welcome. So with the Republicans, I do feel like it's more of a fight for two fractions. And I feel like it goes on for some time. I wish I could say, I think that the normal Republicans will be taking over, but I see it as kind of matched right now. And I feel like it is kind of like, it's a free will kind of thing. But as the more this goes on and the more they side with the more radical part, they're going to keep losing. And so it's not in their best interest, but sometimes, ego gets in the way and people just want to do what they want to do. But that's where I see things kind of laying right now. I don't see them winning for a really long time if they can't get it together. There's also, I do see a couple more incidences happening, like the 6th, kind of uprisings a little bit. It doesn't feel as like dramatic, and I do feel like things are being planned. But again, I feel like the FBI and our Homeland Security has a very good grip on what's happening in that way. So I guess there's a chance something could happen, but I feel like they've got a pretty good understanding of the players involved and who's doing what. But there are plans out there. People wanting to make a name for themselves. You know, it's very, to me, it feels very like individuals. It doesn't necessarily feel like groups right now. It feels like individuals wanting to kind of make a name for themselves. Mentally ill, someone just said mentally ill. So it looks like until the Republican Party can get it together, they're going to have kind of a hard go of it. And until they can push aside these more radical people, it's going to be hard for them. It's going to be hard for them. And they're going to keep having things happen and having to explain it and having to deal with this stuff. So the sooner they can band together and get rid of these fractions, the better they will be. But I do think the more radical elements are not going to back down right away. But you also can see this split of what we've talked about people becoming more conscious and some becoming more unconscious because of the state of affairs, right? And who they're listening to, what they're listening to. And so it will kind of be like two Earths. It will be like two separate societies almost living together on the same planet, or the same country, but very different. To me, though, this fraction seems small still. It does not seem big. It seems very small. It's just loud. And so that's how it's going to kind of be for a little bit. And I feel like they'll drop off more and more as we make more and more progress. Some of this has to do with people being isolated. I think I told you that before, but some of it does have to do with people being isolated, not being able to talk to people on a daily basis. They're going a little nuts. So some of this has to do with that. And so as people come out of it and are able to, get out into public again and go back to work again and things like that, they'll kind of roll out of this, but some are gung-ho, but that's a very small fraction. Okay, so I don't want you to feel like it's the whole Republican Party. It really isn't. So they need to get it together. Okay. So somebody wanted me to look at Marjorie Taylor Greene, Hawley, Cruz, those people. So I'm going to look at Greene first. There's something about an early trauma and something about mother. I don't know what is with her. If there's anything with her mother. Something about mother. But there's something about an early trauma, and there's also something about her wanting to learning how to get attention, and like she seems a little addicted to drama, kind of like Trump. Like this works for her. There's something about her upbringing that's feast or famine, like or unbalanced. Like a lot of like material things, would get what she wanted, but didn't have a lot of like affection or love. It's like it's very, very unbalanced, and it informed the way that she is. Unbalanced. She's unbalanced. But that's what I'm getting for her. She really, she thinks she's right. She feels attacked. She feels like people are out to get her. She always feels like that. She always feels like I'm always fighting. I've got to fight for myself, but it's like, just stop being a jerk and then people won't be a jerk to you. But it is like, that kind of you know, that's kind of a more, like a more, a regular kind of karma that happens all the time, which is that if you go around being a jerk to people, people are going to be, you're going to find people being a jerk to you. So that's like instant karma. And so she's finding a lot of that, and she's finding a lot of it right now. She speaks out and is a jerk. People shout back. So she sees the world as hostile. That's what it is. So that's very, very much like Donald Trump. She sees the world as hostile, and so she treats it that way, and it treats her that way. It's a very miserable way to live. But it's the way she kind of survives. She thinks that this is just the way that it is, and that you have to be tough, and, you know, there's no softness there. There's no compassion, no empathy. It's like you can't, it's like a hard shell. But it's also like the way that she feels she has to be to survive in the world, that kind of thing. Whereas if you just lighten up and stop being the way you are, the world would be so much kinder to you. Do you know what I mean? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. As far as her future there, I feel like it's kind of undecided. I just heard undecided. I feel like it is like still being decided. The way she is not, she's not going to have a very happy life until she figures this out. But as far as people around her, she's trying to appear tough and put tough people around her to defend her. They're nasty people, and people that are normal are freaked out by them. So they'll back down. So we'll see. It's undecided, but there are people willing to stand up to her. Liz Cheney comes up, and I don't think, are they in the same? I think she's senator representative. I can't remember, but Liz Cheney's coming up about her. So they may have some kind of confrontation, or Liz Cheney may have some sway or something over her future. I'm not sure, but she's coming up for her for some reason. So to be TBD on her. Hawley and Cruz. Cruz, it's interesting. I feel like he's kind of being shunned. People don't like him anyway. People don't like him anyway. So I feel like he's kind of being ostracized right now. In his own party, with his own people, they feel like Hawley's new, and it's more understandable he might get caught up in something like this. For Cruz, it's like, how could you get caught up in this? They don't have any respect for him. They're more angry at him for some reason. That the people in the actual Senate are more angry with Cruz. Somebody's coming after Hawley. I feel like it's like ads. It could be like the Lincoln Project, or maybe his state or something, but I feel like it's ads. There's ads. I just feel like they're kind of effective. So they're going after him. They're going after Hawley. I think because he's younger, and so it's kind of like in a way they fear him being in the Senate longer, so they're going after him. They're going after him. That's what I just feel. Whoever these are, like that, I just am seeing ads, like billboards, ads. They're going after him. Okay, so I hope that gives you guys enough information on them. I feel like it's kind of all over the place, but I think it is right now. I think it is kind of all over the place. Somebody would like to know, is spirit energy protecting our lawmakers, the Democratic lawmakers? I remember this email, they said, they can't believe that all the lawmakers were okay after the 6th, that they clearly had spirit energy helping them. And I completely agree with that. I feel like for a long time, actually, we've had, I've been saying like they're supported by spirit energy. Donald Trump, that ilk is not. They're not supported by spirit energy. So anything they try to do is going to kind of land with a thud. It might have a little bit of air because we have, we're humans and we're on the earth. So we have some kind of, say and sway over what we do. But as far as it having reach and going on, I think of it like a bell ringing. That is spirit energy that helps that to kind of keep going. And they don't have that on their side. As long as they're going to go down this road, they just don't. Spirit can't support anything that's violent or cruel or mean, or, it's just not going to happen. And right now the Democrats really are trying to do good and trying to help, and that kind of, and trying to be truthful as well. They're the ones kind of trying to state the truth and what the truth is. So, and that is something spirit can get behind. So I would say the short answer is yes. But I also feel like, we do have our free will and we are people on earth. So we do have we can make our decisions and carry things out here, good and bad, and so, but as far as protection, light energy, helping, absolutely they do right now. They have and like I said, I feel like spirit is very much involved in us saving mankind, saving the earth. And so especially things like that we're trying to move forward on, things to help children, things to help animals, things like that. They're always on that kind of involved in those things. So I even think with the children, with the immigrant children on the border, that is going to be something that spirit's going to get behind when they're trying to put these families back together. We're probably going to hear about miraculously they found this family, miraculously they got these children back to their parents. This man who I kept seeing just got confirmed, I think today, the DHS guy. That is the guy I kept seeing who was like hell-bent on getting all of these families back together, hell-bent on holding people accountable. He's furious about it. Iarka, I think it's his last name is, but he's very, very determined. Oh, sorry. I sneezed anyway. That's how I sneeze. Okay, so he's very determined. Sorry. I've got a little bit of allergies. Okay, so what's going to happen to Mitch McConnell's graveyard of the laws that he kind of wouldn't look at or wouldn't take a vote on? So let me look at that. I feel like some of the major ones are going to be put through or come back. Like I'm hearing immigration, like voting, infrastructure, things like that. I feel like they're going to get them out of there. And some kind of maybe the chokehold one they might bring back or something like that. Anti-chokehold. I feel like there's one that's for a person though. I feel like it's a justice thing and it has a person's name on it. I saw that before and I don't think it ever came up because of Mitch McConnell. So maybe that will come back. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing as those kind of bigger issue ones coming back. Women, something about women. something about, there's something that has to do with women. Maybe it's a few women's issues, but it's something women's issues, something about women's issues coming into play as well. Okay. Will Biden achieve his agenda? I just heard most of it. He's going to do most of it. You know what's interesting? What I'm seeing right now is that I think that the Democrats may hold on to all three branches after 2022. I think they may hold it for 4 years. You imagine? That's what I'm feeling. So I feel like they're going to get a lot done. Because I even feel like they're going to get things done they're not even talking about right now. Some environmental things, some like major energy things, you know, that kind of stuff. I feel like they get a lot of things like that done. Healthcare stuff. So that I don't even think are they're kind of on the radar, but they're not, you don't hear about them the most because of the coronavirus and stuff. But I feel like even that stuff they're going to get done. So it does feel like they're going to, I feel like they're going to be in 4 years. So strange. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. And somebody asked about Liz Cheney. We were just talking about her. People come to her defense. A lot of bigwigs. I feel like they're like military and stuff come to her defense. Like don't mess with don't mess with her, that kind of thing. It feels like, because it feels like she's just like insulated, surrounded. People in a good way, people are like protecting her. And I feel like these people have like reputations. So I feel like she's going to be okay. She feels like she's going to be protected and kind of, you know, people speak out for her and protect her and kind of side with her in a lot of things. And I know that she's not, you know, super liberal or anything, but she is at least not saying Trump won the election. She's at least not the crazy of the crazies, right? But I feel like people come to her defense. So I think she's going to be okay, at least for the time being. Okay. And then minimum wage. Yeah, I think that's going to go through. I don't know if it will. I feel like there might be a holdup in this package to go through, but I feel like it will go through at some point. So I feel like that is a definite, from where I sit, it seems like a pretty definite yes. It may not, they may have to do something about it with package or something, or package differently or something, but I feel like it's going to eventually go through. What did McCarthy and Trump say to one another? Okay, so I just got a picture of the Godfather when he's sitting at the desk, Marlon Brando sitting at the desk. So clearly some mafioso kind of talk, you know. I feel like there were promises made, apologies from McCarthy, not Trump. Of course, he's not going to apologize for anything. Apologies, promises. I think McCarthy's like all in with Trump, to be honest. It's very disappointing, very sad. It's not going to be a good thing for him, but I think that's where he is. He wants help. He wants help. I feel like this has to do with money for him. Because he wants to have Trump help him he wants to have Trump help him get money for different candidates and for the party. They're bleeding, he's saying. They've got to stop the bleeding. They've got to get more money. They're making deals about, it's like, we'll do this for you, you do this for us. We'll do this for you, you do this for us. It's back and forth. So that's what I'm seeing. McCarthy, they're saying like he's in a tough spot. He's this is what he feels. He's in a tough spot. He's afraid of these people. He doesn't want to be harassed. He doesn't want his family to be harassed. He doesn't want to be, and he's a coward. He's too scared to stand up to them, but he doesn't want to be harassed by them. So he's trying to show that he's on Trump's side. It's not going to be good for him though, long term. It's just not. Okay. I think that's everything for this video anyway. Okay, so I hope I got to pretty much what you guys wanted to hear as far as, you know, I'm going to look at the impeachment real quick and just see where that is, because that was one that wasn't on the list, but I was going to look at that anyway. I really thought we'd have a lot less to look at once Trump was gone, but apparently not. Okay. Oh. The case that they're bringing, the visuals, the people, they're going to put somebody on the stand. They want to put somebody on the stand. I almost feel like it's a police officer or like a Capitol police officer. It's somebody, I feel like they want to put somebody on the stand. I don't know if they'll be able to do it because I feel like the Republicans are going to fight it, but I feel like they want to put someone on the stand. But the case they're building is damning. It really is bad. I don't know how Republicans will be able to vote against it, to vote to acquit, because I feel like they are building a damning case. And I feel like there's pictures and video and sound and witnesses. I feel like it's just they're bombarded with all of these awful images and stories. And I don't know how they're gonna, you know, I mean, they would just have to just do it and just hope that you know, it doesn't come back to haunt them. But I don't see how, with what I'm seeing, I don't know how they'll be able to, because it's gut wrenching to me. It feels like it's like people are really affected by the stuff they see and hear, and the public is outraged. And so I don't know how the Republicans vote to acquit him, but we know how they are, right? But I feel like the case the Democrats are building is powerful. Very powerful. And I feel like that Donald Trump, it's like there isn't anything there. It's like they repeat the same stuff over and over again because there just isn't anything there. There's nothing to hold on to. It's not even close. It's kind of, you know, it's like the other impeachment thing where, I mean, at least it was a little bit more even, but it really wasn't. And this one feels like the balance is just like there's mountains of evidence and just nothing on. So we'll see what they do. I don't see how they could. And I feel like there's more coming out. There's more coming out. I'm hearing knocks on doors. People, they're doing, I think that's a sign for like the FBI coming and knocking on people's doors and getting more. There's going to be just so much evidence. It's going to be crazy. I also see another trial coming, some other trial coming. It feels like this kind of thing, like it's a big trial. Might be that one that I keep seeing with the coronavirus stuff. So we'll stay tuned to that. That I see another trial coming. So, And to me, that seems more like a big like Senate trial, or like a big like a investigation kind of trial. But it feels like there's people arrested. So I don't know. This feels weird, but I think this is the one I've seen before. So that's just coming up. So, okay, everyone, I hope that answers some questions for you guys. I'll put the things I was talking about below so you can check out if you want to send your prayers and, do those other things we were talking about. That would be great. I hope you guys are doing well. Take care of yourselves. I hope you're all doing great self-care. I think coronavirus is, we're at least in a direction, at least the right people are in charge. We're figuring out where we are. We can kind of move forward. So I have a lot of hope for the spring. I think the spring's going to be kind of a turning point. And I think by the end of summer, we should be in pretty good shape. So that's where I see things. Okay. All right. Take care, you guys. Bye.